Now, guys, we talk a lot of plants on the show, and we talk a lot about foliar sprays, and your plants aren't healthy, so you do a foliar spray to supply the nutrients the plant needs. And give you got Andy and I talk about the trees and foliar spraying the trees to bring them back to health until you can get the soil fixed. This is basically a human foliar spray, only you're ingesting it, that brings you back to health. It keeps you well balanced and full of vitality until you can use the soil saviors to get your food you're growing yourself up to the standard. So this is one way to look at it. And guys, if you're checking out these products and you use the link in the description, there's affiliate links down there. And if you order through those, that's going to help the channel out, because we're going to make a few dollars here and there. So if you guys are thinking of purchasing these products, please use those affiliate links. And you can go to it'sallaboutthebiology.ca. They're on there on the recommended products page as well. But let's get back at.
Yeah, and it's hard for people to understand. Even a huge number of people who think they're healthy and operating at optimum level don't understand what they're supposed to feel like and how they're supposed to operate. And I'll give you examples. My buddies who are ultra runners that I trained with for a couple of years, they're insane. They can run 100 miles in one day. My longest distance is 75 miles. But these guys in their 50s have been running marathons and ultras for decades. And when I did testing on them with the fulvicumic, they dropped their per mile times in their 50s by over a minute per mile, a minute per mile. And their heart rate, some of them went down 30 beats a minute. So they were doing much more in their 50s, and their heart rate was going down. So you just can't accomplish those sort of things without some really amazing cellular activity happening. And then a guy that was fighting for a world title, I was commentating the fight, and he was a wrestler, not a striker. And he went out and stood up the entire 25 minutes with a guy who was a striker. And he looked so world-class and so different the whole fight, and was moving so much and so effortlessly. I can't even say it.
Effortlessly. I can't say it either.
Anyway, he was moving so well and so fast and so much that during the broadcast I was saying, I don't know if people understand how much energy is being consumed right now to move like this at this speed and this rate and stay this active. And after the fights, everybody went back to the hotel, and he came up to me and he pulled me aside and he goes, Mr. Miletich, I just wanted to tell you, he goes, I was on your product my entire fight camp. He goes, I didn't want to jinx myself. He goes, but this stuff's amazing. So he goes, he can't make himself tired now. Just because
fantastic.
He's burning oxygen efficiently. The colloids, all the energy for the mitochondria, it's just, it's cool to watch. It's really, and that's immune function. An athlete performing like that is pristine immune function, just like a grandma that wants to have the energy and not have the inflammation, so she can bend down and tie her shoes, so she can get up the stairs at home, so she can play with her grandkids. That's all immune function. All of it is, right?
Yeah. Rick is asking, and I'm not sure who David is, but do you know David?
I have never met David. He was at Leadville one year when I was out there. He was running. I'm not sure what he's using. I'm sure he's using some pretty high grade stuff. David's a unique cat. David's definitely a unique guy. One of the best in the world at ultra running, obviously. But I'm not sure. And there's a lot of professional athletes that are on these products, but I can't get them to endorse it because they don't want anybody to know what they're on.
Oh yeah, my secret. It's my secret.
It's job security,
Yeah.
And when I was using products and researching and then putting products into my athletes, coaches would ask them, fighters would ask them, and coaches would ask me, what's your team on? And I just go, you're never going to know. This is us making a living. We're going to be the best in the world because of what we do. We're not giving those trade secrets out, right? Our intellectual property is very important to us. But now I don't have a dog in the fight, so I can give that info out. So
Yep.